Oh yeah. We're back, baby. I recommend that she take a break from her labors. But she has stated that alleviating the citizens' concern and bringing back peace to both comes first. What a leader. I couldn't be more happy that Mayor Mabel has matured into such a fine young woman, but I wish she would take better care of herself sometimes. I feel you, and we're back in the land of trails and liberal. But now, ooh, a burglary. It seems while we're tracking down the missing line, a burglary occurred in both South Block. So I guess for now, let's check that out. I believe that's where we left off at. Of course, it has to be. This is where we're starting. Oh, what's up, kids? Hey, Mina. What? I'm thinking about becoming a merchant and opening my own shop. Is that so? Well, I guess having a goal is always a good thing. Now all you need to do is figure out how to become one, right? You're right. I'll see what I can do to help you out. Really? Yeah, as long as it's within reason. These children are so adult. He's like, oh yeah, it has to be within reason for me to help you. I know we're just like playing with blocks and shit, but I can't give you too many Legos, you know. I can't believe that these Skybenders managed to circumvent our search and just walked right into town and burglarized a bunch of places. We were really outdone this time. I feel like I'm not connecting with the people in this city right now. Let me right here. Let me just have a chat. Marco. Plus the store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. Let's talk. My factory. Oh, Nigel, I remember you. My factory and all goods, they're gone. We gotta report this to either the army or the Bracer Guild as soon as possible. Now, hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger, oops. Yikes, I'll be in a world of hurt. I do remember him talking that stuff earlier. Yeah, this guy, Nigel, I got my eye on you. Let's see what you got. Let's see the slots I can't open. Yup. Sure. Yup. Oliver. Yup. So this is the, well, we're gonna do this one at least. One day I'll get all these slots opened, and it's probably gonna be based on me like having to do a whole lot of running around. So impede level 2. But move. Support spells. 10% success. That's such a low percentage. Like I don't think I like that. Actually, I'll just pick this up. I feel like that's gonna be useful at some point. B2. Can't afford that. It's mind. Water ETS +5. Attack speed, attack skill. I don't know. Active time. Okay. What you got going on here? So speed cast, mind 1. Okay, so this is the upgrade that looks like to So it's like better healing. Let's see if I okay, so what if I do this? What am I losing? Huh. Hold up. So Terra. I don't think I understand this right now. Let me look. So HP2 is in there, and if I take that off, I lose Terra. Or Terra A. Which looks to be probably like the next level of heal. So let me look at this Charizard real quick. Oh, not useful for her. I have that. So she can put in the wind quartz. Okay, so that has me wind. Okay. No. So let's see. Do I have another level 2 green thing? No. Nah, it's Elfin Guard. So because I have these two locked in, I'm getting an extra guard, Orbital Art. She doesn't need hit 1. So with this she'll get Aqua Bleed and Tear. ATS. There, so we'll give her Mind 1. And he's got HP 2. I wonder if it'll be better served by putting HP 2 up here. This first one has to be that kind. To attack. So we can put him HP 1 there, cast Eagle Eye, Chaos Brand. If I combine that, Eagle Eye, Chaos Brand, ATS. Well, I mean, he's got nothing in there right now, and Eagle Eye's not being used, so whatever, let's just feel it out, I guess. A lot of heal in the game, but for now, until I can actually think about how I'm going to do this, I was going to make sure everybody's filled up. And save, because, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm also investigating this place. I was just looking at chat. Yay, this one turned out really cute. Now, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. Oh, but we really got screwed, you know that? Hmm? The gang's all here, baby. Good afternoon, are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday. It was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such an opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. Anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too, but to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here and there anymore. I see, that does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bow's Market are right through the west gate. And it seems like attacking those places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? Oh geez, here we go. Ha, I'm glad you asked. I'm Oliver Lenham, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh right, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. Well, yeah. It takes guts to stuff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Hi, you're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask this guy how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That'll be for the best. So anyway, the newest model of camera on display here was stolen. You think the Sky Bandits have an interest in photography? Thanks to your shenanigans, the page of the next issue are going to be filled with some real gripping headlines. Let me know if you get any other scoops. Who's this fella? Oh, Carrie already works here. Wow, looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Okay, so what do they ultimately want us to check here in the South Block? Let's get it. I think we're better off doing our own. Those South Block. So let's just keep asking around, I guess. Inmate, you see anything else? The woman living here said that she had a precious memento taken by these crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth. Let's pretend like I didn't just tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? Blah blah blah. So they're not gonna let me talk to her then. It seems that the group of Sky Bandits in the old mine consisted of 2 females and a male. Rumor has it they were even got children in the mix. What? Those people weren't Sky Bandits? Oh, they're talking about us. We're not the Sky Bandits. I'm trying to ask a few questions here. Would you mind getting out of the way? Oh, there we go. This was expected. Hey, you there. What? Is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor at the end of the day, you're all still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. I mean, he's not wrong. They are not necessarily like... They probably shouldn't be wandering around during their investigation. But, like Loki saying, hey, you guys suck, so we're gonna just get in there and just do our thing. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If you get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Ugh. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no arguing with these gentlemen. Ah, for an ass in a lion skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. Oh man, that was pretty good, actually. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Oh, who's this fella? Ooh, nice hair, nice pixels. Royal Army officer. Colonel? For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens. That is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracers Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The Army's supposed to be working closely with the Guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the General is concerned... Ah yes, that side of the General really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here. So please take your men and clear out. But sir... Your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the General later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, men, pack it up. We're returning to the Hocken Gate. Pack it up indeed. Looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture. Oh, Cher's got eyes. I can see it. I can see it in her pixels that are always the same. We made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the Army is supposed to be working closely with the Guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there is anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp, young officer who leads the Royal Army's Intelligence Division. Alright. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. There we go, Shara. He seemed like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys. Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him before somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division, you know, the guy you mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As soon as that would be, nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. To think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye aye, sir, although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Oliver? You look serious, and I gotta say I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. The way I first admit that he's quite the specimen of a man, but what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. Nice. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that's the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people who couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Yeah. Oh dear me. Weren't you the bracers who just came to ask questions not that long ago? Alright, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yeah, this is a good time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orwell factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see, so it was the Sky Bandits, huh? So what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur any kind of loss. Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. Cecile raised her hand in a casting motion. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right, he loves fishing more than life itself. Yesterday he was saying something about catching some smelt and take off for the lake to the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. So what you're saying is he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get what for, me tell you. Hi, honey, I'm home. Ooh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man. My goodness, woman, what kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that will be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this. Now, what do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Kuano a brief explanation regarding the burglaries which had transpired the previous night. Burglaries by Sky Bandits? You don't say. Now that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. I guess they got the experience of Why can't I read that word right now? Oh man. Cecily effect. Cecile effect. There you go, firsthand. What did you just say? Let's all calm down now, shall we? But to think that these sky bandits came in the night like they did and then just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with the thing that he was talking about the other day. He, what do you mean? Oh right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lake shore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night. A strange bunch? Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you've heard? Sure, I don't mind. But I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance and he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door, then out onto the road. However, when he asked around the inn in the morning, it turned out no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So is there any type of burglary at the end? No, nothing of that sort at all, in fact. It's quiet there. The meals are great and it's, well, a place I'd recommend anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur, especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the end. That's not what we're talking about here, although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, I will guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army wouldn't have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of sky bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or a sky bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see, so what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than an defensive one. Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many rhyme as the Pearl of Liberal. Well, we can do that, but let's try to talk to these people over here we couldn't talk to. Were you it? But still, I feel like I'm going insane without Trina being here in Bose. We've been fighting since we were kids, so it's weird not having him around. And though he's a business rival, we seem to have a strange sense of solidarity. I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that the two of us built up a trade like we have in Bose. Although I'm sure if he heard this, he'd laugh off the notion. I really hope the city will settle down soon. The stock market's cooling down, and at this rate, I'm going to show a big deficit this month on my financial report. And just when I had beaten out the Trinos last month too. Boy, they're all about competing with the Trinos. Also, good for you, lady, for taking charge of your financial situation. Oh, Jesus, roll right upstairs your guys' house, huh? Nope. Here? Nope. Where is that one house I went into? Yeah. Such a careful look at his face, got it. Let's probably check this out. It's been a while. Let's talk to you. I wonder if the army found the crooks who did this to my shop. I sure hope to catch these crooks no matter what they have to do to them. As it stands, I'm seething with anger over what happened. I mean, pretty clearly. Give me some green stats, man. Work boots on Estelle. Lighter. A good luck charm given by hikers to combat the cold. Well, let's just cop one of those just in case. Two of them. And let's get her some of those new boots. I guess that boost to one. I mean, every one counts, I guess. Every button except for the right one, huh, Cunningham? Alright, cool. Righteous. So let's see, we're going to Valeria Lake Shore, so that's the south. And I think we're already in the south block, so... Let's save and set out. It's Sunday right now. Sunday, some month. My birthday is this Thursday, August the 9th. I'm gonna be 33 years old, age of Jesus when he died. Actually, you know what? Let me backtrack. I'm gonna run back to the city real quick and check the board for any quests. I mean, I'm trying not to do all of them, but at the same time, I'm totally doing all of them so far. And I'm gonna get a part-time job too. I can work like nobody's business if it means I can eat more delicious food because of it. That's probably why I got a job for my very first job, working at the public library. Leave. New stolen ring. I was burglarized the other day, and my jeweled ring was found to be among the missing items. Mauna. Well, we might as well chat with her. I bet that's the woman we just talked to. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna be 33 years old. Good man. It's kind of crazy to think about that way. Was it you? No. Was it you? Who had their ring stolen? That's the same house. Is it you? Maybe down here? Murano had an errand and went to the mayor's residence. The mayor and the Murano have actually been good friends for as long as anyone can remember. I know my husband is always out and about, but not having a run makes me feel a little insecure. Please come home safely. Is this it? Same house of the same people. Backside over here. This must be it. Yeah. I had a very important ring taken by them. I don't care if it's the Army or Bracer Guild. I just want to see those burglars caught. If these sky bandits are on the loose, I don't think I can live without being here every day. I mean, I accepted that quest, right? Okay, so just bring it back to her for fun. Can do. Yeah, my stats are alright. South. We've walked this path a lot of times, huh? But yeah, man, 33. What have I learned in my 33 years? I don't know. I've learned to be patient in everything you do. Be careful with other people's feelings. And early on, try to figure out, as early as possible at least, like it's feasibly possible for you, try to figure out what kind of person that you want to be. Not like, I want to be an actor, I want to be like a gymnast or something, but more like the character points, like what do you value? Take a look at the people in your life that you respect and try to emulate those properties, those traits. Boom! Just shoot motherfuckers like that, yeah. Maybe not me with my language. But, find people in your life, emulate them, those qualities that you really like and really respect. Because the main person that you want to respect is yourself, and a lot of times I think it's easy to forget that. Don't waste EP on this dude. Let's just dual strike. Oh, and a big one also is like, just feel free to, change. Be different from who you were the day before. Remember, not in the area of character, but in not feeling limited in what you can or cannot do. I spent probably almost a decade drinking excessively. Like a lot, and then about almost 2 years ago now, decided to completely stop drinking. I apparently also stopped hitting enemies. I'm just gonna just fucking blast this dude right now. Oh, I should have known it was a physical attack, huh? Let's just fireball you. Really? Stop my cast? But yeah, I stopped drinking and kind of started to invest more in things I enjoyed doing. Made a list and said, what do I do that I enjoy? And I broke out by percentage how much each of those things. Also, they're dropping red sepith, so I gotta kill these guys. But how much by percentage of my resources I'm putting towards it, and a lot of it was wasted on dumb shit that I didn't really like. So I slipped it up, and part of this is me, creating YouTube videos in general is a reflective of that. Me investing more in things I enjoy, or video games. Like I'm finishing my masters now, and I started about a year-ish ago, finishing it at the end of this year. It's just that much more investment, and you don't have to stop drinking or anything like that if that's what you do. But it's more like remaining focused on what it is that you want from life, because like, dude, you just live and then you die. Like, that's the whole thing. Most likely, right? So keep that in mind when you're making these decisions. She's blind. Of course she's gonna miss. Run on over there. Cacao. Look at that. 4. Got a whopping 4 red sepith. That's great. We found this ring also. That'd be nice. It's kind of boring to kill these things. I'm just never gonna have red sepith. World Tower, we've been there, done that. There were monsters. I'm glad they said to beware of them, because that was a true thing. Is this like the... Oh, Valeria and Ravenou. So we went to Ravenou Village. And we visited Valeria Lake, I think, early on. So this is the north shore of Valeria Lake, huh? It certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice. Pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I at least intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on everyone, I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Oliver Lenham, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with their enjoyment or not. Well, whatever, as long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Oh, as long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Yeah. Look at this. This place. Man with pole. Oh, I think I just accidentally found the dude. I forgot he was even fishing. Could I ask you something? Wow, he's not responding at all. He just must be really into his fishing. So this is what a fishing maniac looks like, huh? They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, that's for sure. Well, that seems like probably our guy, but he's not ready to chat yet, so let's roll inside. My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seems to look forward to it every time. I kind of feel bad for my father though, as he always gets left behind. The Kingfisher Inn in Bose and the Maple Leaf Inn in Zeiss are my favorite place to stay. Look, welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you would like to stay. Would. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves the fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves the fish. I mean, even I could have guessed that. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. You have a clue of who that might be? Oh, you're talking about the old man Quano. You're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I've heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying he's that old man fishing out back? So, okay, so that's cool. It looks like, again, they kind of modified this, because I totally could have walked in here and talked to Leonard first without having talked to the old guy out back. Right? Like, that's definitely a thing that could have happened, and I guess maybe they adjusted the dialogue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. You might be able to get his attention if you call his name out really loud. Well, I'm here. Let's shop. We got some new food. Yes. I don't know I've already had, so I might as well get one of each. I know I've had that before. I'm pretty confident. That's a very good food to have. Grilled rainbow. I'll lose all my money for good food. There we go. No, not where we go, actually. Man. So there's all these different types of enemies in Relent I haven't fought. Maybe come back for like special missions. Nope, that's not the button. Look at this, is it? So salmon, well. So olive oil anytime I see it, milled flour anytime I see it, and salmon anytime I see it. Because that salmon one's really good. Oh, duh, I remember what this guy is. Man with pole. Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd who is from the Royal City? Man with pole. Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. Looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Oliver leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, flew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids, and where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Oliver. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. How did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. You have some time you could spare to speak with us. I see. So you heard from Mr. Quano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Could you get us to, could we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is this how someone relates to someone, is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with this lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night and it was about time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute, what do you mean by this lake's guardian? He's definitely talking about a fish, and he's excited to talk about it. Oh god. We fucked up. Shara, way to go. Let me just sip this coffee for a second and prepare myself for this. My coffee turned from sippable to chuggable. So I did the right thing. I had the courage to do it. I'm glad you asked. The Guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. It looks like you've thrown a log into the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge a fish like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing that darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it has appeared in these parts, so I came running from the royal city. Now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to your story? So Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh right. I returned the boat and was on my way into the inn. I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road in the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the New Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that, and when I asked at the inn and the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something. Ghost? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Oh, don't tell me anymore. Oh brother, Bracelet's afraid of ghosts. The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out because this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But I saw that donk. It looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. Sounds like Gisette to me. A school uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Jenna's Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha, my niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she wears. I see, this whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her. I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally onto her trail. What, so she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep. Well, we'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information, just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get away and get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see, that's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that's off my chest, I feel like taking the boat out, fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work. Bye. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So how's this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, Cher explained that they encountered Gisette in real life. I really appreciate these little things in stories, like these abridged stories instead of just like dumbing down the story to the point that it's bad, but this is good. I see that seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. Looks like we should probably get a room just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bo's after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. Not just yet. Stand. I'll reserve your room, so please come back after you finish with your other areas. Were you able to meet Lloyd? If you like what you see here at the end, then please stay for the night. I just had cancellation, so I have an open room. This place totally has like a bed and breakfast type vibe to it. That Lloyd fellow who came from the Royal City is an odd apple. It seems that if you try to talk to him while he's fishing, he's completely tunes you out. He's a rather friendly gent if you get beat him down during his dinner, though. I wonder if I should bring my husband here next year. He always stays at home to watch the house while I'm gone, so I feel kind of sorry for him. But my daughter and I bonding, just the two of us, isn't a bad thing either. I think that's good. I think especially a mother-daughter relationship seems like a really good deal to have time alone with Dad. Where did that fishing nut go? Oops. There are some fishing rods propped against the rack. Well, that's nice to know. Alright. I think we're all set. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Got it, got it. Head back to Bogus. We get it. Done. Get a room. Alright then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room and has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. But what to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to do just that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can, that's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the Royal City on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fisherman's dream come true. I bet it's a blast to throw a line in those waters. Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. Oh yeah, I probably need a reel. Which I'm sure this guy can help me out with. I got some good fishing today, so please look forward to your meal. Womp womp. You'll come here and enjoy fishing. If you'd like to borrow a fishing pole, we can loan you one, so all you need to do is ask. Asking right now. Okay. Sherazard and Oliver are having a drink of chilled fruit wine together. Shara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. Estelle, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Shara, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Shara's not the one I'm concerned about. Huh? I invited Shara for a friendly drink and she readily agreed. It seems as though she's finally been taken in by my charm. That brash self-confidence may cost you your life. Oopsie. There are some fishing rods propped against the rack. So, how do I borrow a fishing rod, man? We're gonna enjoy fishing. If you'd like to borrow a fishing pole, we can loan you one. So all you need to do is ask. Like, who am I asking? You? Nope. Can't buy one. Is there anyone else here to ask? No. Well, let's talk to the mother and daughter in here. I wonder what's for dinner today. I'm so excited I can hardly wait. Well, are you staying here too? Let's enjoy this wonderful place together. There are some fishing rods propped against the rack. Okay. Oops. Oh well. So she put it over here, right? Oh, okay. Yes, it looks good. Definitely the best spot. And now let's see about casting a few lines. Start fishing. Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. I wonder if somebody in the inn has a spare I can borrow. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Fuck. Do you have a fishing? Yes, I could borrow. Yes, they do. They're very excited. Yes, of course we do. They're right over here, and they're free to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really score. Our progressive rod. This is a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourself. Okay, Josh. Aren't you going to fish? That pier looks like a nice spot. How about you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know. It's not as good as you. I think I'll just sit here and watch all the fishing practice has... and watch if all the fishing practice has paid off. Yes, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. See by casting new lines and start fishing. Let's see, from this pier, which would be the best spot to drop a line? To the east, where the shade reaches. Right around here looks nice. Come on, fish your fishes. Now, what should I do about bait? Use lure. Let's see if I can relax, see what we come up with. Whoa, swear I got a bite. Now this is a critical part. How should I bring it up? Wait until I get tired before reeling it in. Alright, let's see what we got. Reeled in a smelt. What, a little fishy. Joshua's gonna make fun of me if he sees this. Should I just eat it now to hide the evidence? Let's see, what should I do now? Continue fishing. What should I do? Don't change the fishing spot. Okay, so we used the lure last time. Let's use a live bait. Sweet, got a bite. Now it's the critical part, so I bring him up. Wait until I get tired before reeling him in. Alright, let's see what we got. One variable at a time, fellas. Fellas and gentlemen and ladies. Liberal carp. This one's just my warm-up. Let's see, what should I do now? Continue fishing. I wonder what I should do. Don't change. What to do with the bait this time? You're gonna use a fly. So we're gonna relax and see what I come up with. And you guessed it, we're gonna select the wait for it to get tired and reel it in. So I got a bite. Now this is the critical part. How should I bring it up? Alright, let's see what we got. Reeled in tiger rockfish. Wow, this one's a biggie, I believe. A little bragging maybe in order. Let's see, what should I do now? Continue fishing. Or what should I do? Don't change. What should I do about this bait this time? Use a lure. Oops. I meant to change spaces, didn't I? Oopsie. Actually, no, I meant to change a critical part. So this time I'm going to use the second from the bottom. So I got a bite. Now this is the critical part. I should bring it up. Wait a bit before reeling it in. Alright, let's see what we got. Rainbow trout. Now this is quite a catch. Let's see, which I do now. Continue fishing. What should I do? Don't change. What should I do about the bait this time? Use all lure. Yeah, that's what it is. Sit back here, relax, blah blah. Sweet, I got a bite. Now this is the critical part. I should bring it up. Wait a while for reeling in. Another rainbow trout. Oops. I do lure, reel it in. I should have picked a different. No, that's what it is. Damn it. Continue fishing. Don't change. For some reason, live bait. Right? Live bait. I haven't been doing this. I chose a bomb selection. Live bait. That's what it is. Let's sit back and relax and see what we come up with. Did I just choose live bait last time? I should like pay a little bit more attention. Also, end up with like so much rainbow trout. Wait a bit for reeling in. Alright, let's see what we got. Rainbow trout. What's the bet? What's the bet? I did the same thing again. Yup. That's quite a catch. Let's see. Oh, continue fishing. What I should do? Don't change. What should I do about this bait this time? I should use a fly. Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what we come up with. Sweet, I got a bite. Now this is the critical part. How should I bring it up? You should wait a bit for reeling it in. Alright, let's see what we got. Rainbow trout. Let's do the same thing again somehow? Or just like the path to rainbow trout? Well, whatever. At least we can say we definitely did all the weight ones in the middle. Even though I forgot twice. 3 times even. Wait a minute for reeling in. Let's see what we got. Rainbow trout. What should I do now? Continue fishing. Don't change. And I'm not going to do all these on all the different directions. Let's just stop that idea right now. Lure. Reel it all at once. Oh, you can speed up the animation on this. Nice. What should I do? Don't change. Live bait. Someone's gonna speed this up as fast as I can. You're gonna reel it all at once. Smelt again. I just got an achievement on Steam. Man, it's already starting to get dark. I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. Huh? Joshua? What's this? The 100 Days War seems to have been left on the table. Estelle picked it up. I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. For being so sharp, he sure can miss things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to. What is that book you're reading, Joshua? "100 Days War." This is 10 pages long. And I can't remember how to change page. Oops. Alright, there. In spring 1192, something calendar. I'm not gonna read all this out loud. I will flip through it. Hmm. I wonder if this is what took place. I mean, I think there's games before this, like at least in this world. I wonder if this, like, those are events that took place during. So how did your fishing go? If you happen to catch anything good, I'll cook it up for you as part of the service. Let's see what I can cook now that I got rockfish skewers. Which is terrifying at first glance. Ay caramba, right for funds. Solid grilled fish is simple but true delicacy. Over fire, scrumptiously firm. Thanks. Got a lot of rainbow trout. I need more kibbled salt, apparently. So fishing is lucrative, probably better than having to buy stuff. So you can hold your liquor, can't you? Yeah, I think I've changed my mind about you. Come on now, drink up. Hold on, sure. Don't you think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves at this pace? It could interfere with tonight's... What are you whining about now? Come on and drink, you third-rate musician, or are you saying that you can't keep up with me? Uh-oh. Oliver's hurting. Yikes. Estelle, don't just sit there and watch her do something. Sorry, but once she gets started, there's no stopping her. But you don't have to worry, Shara never gets plastered. Shouldn't you be worried about me? Joshua's probably somewhere hiding out by himself. Only place to be alone is... Oh. Hey there, laddie. What are you doing whittling away the evening in a place like this? Not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing or are you headed back into battle? No, I've already had my fill. I'm sure there has been a while since I did though. It sure has been a while since I did though. Oh, and that reminds me. I saw hell of the books you found on the table. You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving your book on the table. You should be more careful with your stuff. Oh, that. I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell what you're doing. And besides, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. And while I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. It sounds like these when you should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know what's most important. You're probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, right. And in return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? As you wish. The Whereabouts of Light. Good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. Well, that's a loud harmonica. Bring the orchestra in. I wonder why it is that when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening like that, it makes me want to cry. So you're still not going to ask about my past, I mean. We promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it and I wasn't going to ask, right? And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? I can just live with me for that long and not have a million questions. That day your father came home with this beat up kid, some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well? It seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you've got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've always got a way of not letting others inside by using politeness like a shield. Now wait a minute. She's reading him. And you're caring and lonely. Of course I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. That doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food he likes. You know, the kind of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. Make it nearly impossible to argue with you, you know that? It's been like that since the first time we met, and gave me that flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, I might add. Did I really do that? Yes, you definitely did, Estelle. I can distinctly remember that. Yeah, injured it all, more than once. I'm sure I was a bit... I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyways, though, what? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure, that's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea, I'm starving. We need to eat our fill so we're ready for tonight. Ready for tonight? Waiting for tonight. That was a J-Lo song. Waiting for tonight. Oh, when you would be here in my arms. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your book, Joshua. Oh, right. Estelle held out the book she found on the table. I'm actually done with it, and at this point it just ended up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. Well, I've already read it, so I'll give it to someone. It'd be kind of waste to just chuck it. You're right, I'll do that. Kingfisher Inn. Oh, well, I guess I should stop here. It's been a whole hour. It's flew by. A lot of good story stuff happening. Of course, as usual, thank you for watching, and I will be back with more Trails in the Sky. Have a great day.